Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me. Video was a little bit late, but my friend today became a barrister. Guys, congratulate him. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm apologizing for being late, but there's been times where I'd be gone for days at a time. So I think a few hours is okay. It's okay. I'm going to be reviewing Love Island Season 12, Episode 47. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. In yesterday's video, I said this exclusive stuff is BS. And just in time, oh, the Lord is working on my behalf. We have Harrison and Lauren, who went on some platform, I don't really know. That's not to discredit the women, I just genuinely don't know it. And they explain their relationship status.
So are you closed off now?
No, so I feel like...
We've not had the proper conversation.
No, we've not had the proper conversation. I feel like obviously Lauren knows where my head's at in terms of obviously I left the villa to pursue things with Lauren. I feel like we don't really need to speak about it either. I feel like we know both where our heads are at. But for me, the big thing was her meeting my family before I made anything official.
Okay.
So I feel like that'll be coming over the next week or so, and then I have no doubt that we'll be boyfriend and girlfriend very soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're exclusive, but you're not in a relationship?
Yeah, I would say I've only got eyes for Lauren, honestly.
Okay.
So and I hope it's the
Yeah.
same. It's the first time we're talking about it, you see.
I'm so glad to have this session for
No, like I think we both. I feel like we've just not had to say it. Like we just know. And obviously we did our first post together yesterday.
Yeah,
So I
that's cool.
so I feel like that's like a big thing. Like we wouldn't be posting that and then.
If he wasn't serious,
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, I probably wouldn't do that unless he was like my husband or something. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
fine.
it's-
That's the same with me actually before the show. But I feel like I knew that I wanted to be with Lauren, and I know that we're going to be boyfriend and girlfriend at some point. So
you're telling me you're exclusive but not closed off. It's serious enough to make a joint post, but not serious enough to make it official. You want her to meet your family, but you're not far along enough for her to be your girlfriend. You said you left the villa saying that you found all that you wanted and that she could be your girlfriend, but you guys don't have to talk about it. Y'all know what it is. Guys, I'm so sorry. This new modern dating is just BS. There's so many extra steps for no reason. Because you're telling me ain't nobody... Well, I don't know what Lauren's DMs are looking like. But you're telling me nobody's checking for Lauren? What do I look like in my prime closing myself off to somebody who's not going to close off with me? Lauren, open yourself back up. Actually, you're not even closed off. Yeah, okay. So the episode starts with Megan basically saying that Harry is cooked. Boy, was she correct. I knew that Harry was going to get his ass handed to him, but I did not expect the whole villa to ice him out. Well, besides Tony, to ice him out the way that they did. This was quite interesting. I enjoyed it. So the next graffiti was called Best No Filter. We have Dejan telling Yasmin that he's too busy eating to talk to her. We have Tony and Shakira talking about Meg and Dejan becoming exclusive. And then we have Harry saying that he could still get Shakira back if he wanted to. Tony and Shakira won that one. But Meg feels like, oh, this is why you shouldn't be friends with those girls because you see how they talk about you? Do you see how they talk about you? I cannot wait until we get to the reunion. I cannot wait until these people leave the villa. Now, will there be people blowing smoke up their ass? Absolutely. Absolutely. But there will be enough people being like, by the way, you're out of order. The way you've been has been out of line. Megan herself said coming in, yeah, there were moments I was not proud of you. I wasn't. Now, she's kind of changed her tone since then, but your own friend was looking at you like, it's not a good look, friend. It's really not a good look. Please, Meg and Dejan. Ooh, I can't wait for them to just get married and live in a cabin in the woods. Don't come back to us, please. We also see Harry question Tony about what game she thinks Dejan is playing. But my thing is like, why do you guys have to question anything when the public themselves gave their opinion? And for a lot of those questions similar to one-sided, it's just infatuation, who's playing a game, who's not serious, it was all y'all. Don't make it seem like Tony's pulling this out of her ass. Even the viewing public feels the same. So the next category was unfinished business. We see Connor and Megan. Honestly, this was such a reach. Such a reach. We knew they had nothing else to really pick from. And then we have Emma and Harry, where Harry tells Emma that he loves her. Thank God. Thank God Miss Girl saw this scene because she was going to bat for a man who was lying to her face. Harry said that this is his banter. He's been like this for 6 weeks. And this is why being the cool girl is bull. Being the cool girl is so dumb. Honestly. If you truly are unbothered, that's one thing. If you are trying to be unbothered to appease a man, God forbid. Let me tell you, in my household, we strict over here. And I'm not only strict with him, he's strict with me. I love you, but don't play with me. Yeah? This love has conditions. I love you. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Stop being the cool girl. It serves nothing. Honestly, it does you more of a disservice. And then the last one was Shakira and Harry, where he was still flirting with her, but she was shutting him down at every turn. And finally, Helena's realizing, okay, it is him. It has always been him. It is only him.
Bad experience with Shakira. But you're a joke.
Wow. You just think I have a bad experience with her.
What do you think, Megan? Because
I think the fact you're up there twice, Harry, just speaks volumes anyways.
I own everything I do. Not everything I do is right, but I'll always be accountable for it.
You wanted your cake. Well, actually, I was going to say wanted your cake and eat it too. Apparently, it's Kate and Edith. You wanted your Kate and your Edith, and now you realize you're not going to have neither of them, and you would have been better with Kate instead of chasing around Edith. You see what I'm saying? Like, you are now in a situation that you're not happy in because you wanted to be out here. You wanted to be whatless. You wanted to be a waste man. For what? You yourself, you're now unhappy. You keep chasing after this girl who you claim time and time again you had a better time with. Why didn't you just do right by her the first time? Now, Harry did say he meant that Shakira would have a better time if they were still together, but please, we're not buying the bullshit. He also meets himself. She was concerned about giving him the time of day. She did it anyways. And then you go and act a fool like this, and then you're going to regret it at every single turn. You're such an... Oh, man. Oh, this man is 30. 30, yes. Anyways, Connor and Megan won that one. I don't know how, but they did. Next was most emotional moment. Cash. We see Cash on the terrace with Ty. He says it's AI. He's like, yo, technology has really advanced so much. That looks so real. He was so cute for that. Blue was chiming in being like, oh, well, how do you feel about that, Tony? She's like, you know how I felt. Didn't you watch it? Come on now. Ain't that the truth? Then we have Shakira crying about Harrison spinning her words. And Tony says, do you guys see how you make people feel? She pointed it out earlier, basically saying, you guys were discrediting what I was saying regarding the hurt that you inflicted on Shakira. And Harry is going to say, no, we heard you out. And no, you laughed. You laughed and you justified your behavior. Thank God they included this into the grafties because no, you're not going to gaslight the girl. She knows what she's talking about. Last was Tony sending Harrison on his way. And she basically was like, don't treat nobody else like this, please. Because for what? Like, what do you gain from this? Obviously the winner was Cash, please. Of course he was going to win. He, again, gives props to AI being so advanced. And he thanks his mom, which I thought was so cute. Then the last one was Critics' Choice. It was Harry and Dijon speaking at movie night. Yeah, basically we just see Harry and Dijon being very duplicitous, whatever. And can you imagine? Granted, it's old news now, but Meg again is seeing this man invalidate her. She was having a tiff with I think it was Shakira at the time, and there was a moment that it was Helena too, and the guys are like, no, don't. Dijon, sorry, let me fix that. Dijon was like, no, we're not gonna interject because then it's gonna be on me, and I just don't want to have to deal with that. Time and time again, this man makes it clear Meg's feelings don't concern him. They don't. Her feelings only concern him when he is being exposed. Other than that, if Meg is going through something, that's for Meg to deal with by herself. We also have Meg and Dijon thinking that everybody is obsessed and jealous. Everybody's jealous, but you got voted top. You got voted top pick at the worst categories when the public was ranking you guys. What is there to be jealous about? But anyways, and then it was Shakira and Harry, where he was checking in on her, and she's continuously just shutting things down. This is the point where everybody's actually looking at Harry like, bro, what are you on?
Who's laughing?
Harry, smirking.
I'm not laughing. What are you talking about, mate?
You told me you spoke about Aldi.
I asked you twice, Harry, what you talked about, and you just said nothing.
We did talk about Audi as well.
You're literally going to be left with fucking nobody.
I was alone coming in it, so.
Like, you're the common denominator,
I think
like,
I'm
you are
probably
the
the
issue.
problem, yeah.
Helen needs to be done with that. I don't want her to be with him.
Neither of the girls have been the problem. Take full responsibility for this award. It's been me the whole time, but I think everyone knew that anyway.
This is the first time that I've seen Harry take accountability for anything. Okay, at least wholeheartedly, because before he would start to take accountability. Oh, you know, it's just because I feel like that I self-sabotage or whatever. Stop. I don't want to hear an excuse. Take accountability. So this time he took accountability. But what stuck out to me was when he said, I was always the problem, but everyone knew that. Let's park here. Being the cool girl, being the chill friend, being the whatever, people who enable other people, people who excuse away behavior. Harry has been able to get away with everything he's been getting away with, not only because he's going to do whatever he wants at the end of the day, but because he knows everybody's gonna allow it. If this villa fostered an environment for accountability, it is likely that Harry either would have been dumped a while ago or Harry would have had to change his ways because that behavior wouldn't have been accepted in this villa. Not by his friends, not by his girls. But because everybody's making excuses, oh, you know, Harry can say whatever he wants, and as long as Harry knows where home is, oh, you know, Harry, that's just his mentor. Oh, you know, Harry, oh, Harry, oh, Harry, oh, Harry. Here we are. The man knew. Everybody knows I'm the problem, but they let me get away with it. Hell, I'm going to push it as far as possible. Now, he pushed it too far because the entire villa is now icing him out. But respectfully, y'all should have called him out a long time ago, and not just call him out, but hold him to account moving forward. We'll see what they'll do in the next episode now. Then we see Dijon and Meg. They're getting pissy saying, oh, you see how they talk about this behind her back? Oh, stop it. This behavior, again, was fostered in this environment because of y'all. Y'all started the back talk. I wish I had the name of that TikToker. The TikToker showed where this tension between the girls started from. It literally was Meg, Helena, Megan at the time, the Asian girl, I don't remember her name, and Alima. They were all sitting there. The Asian girl and Alima weren't saying too much. But them three girls, oh, you see Shakira would flirt with a parent if she could. Oh, Shakira. And Shakira was talking to Tony and she said, I don't know what this is, but I feel something, and I can't necessarily put words to it, but there's definitely something off between the girls. From there, things were just bad and bad. Like, it just kept getting worse. On top of that, too, those women will be birds behind a man no matter what. So it didn't matter what the girls were saying, whether or not it was true. If you're coming for my man, whether it's like actually attacking him or you're trying to go for him, you're not my enemy. And that's the way that these women were handling themselves in the villa. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Of those three, I think Megan did have the most sense even back then. But even she would succumb to the behavior that these women were perpetuating. I'm so sorry. Like, no, I don't have any sympathy for you. I don't. At some point, she goes and she cries, and I'm just like, Connor, who tells Harry that he expected more respect. That's a big ask of Harry.
I'll be honest, I couldn't say anything to you.
Is it just sort of a thing that you want what you can't have? Flirting with her and stuff. So what is that for? You know by flirting with her what you're doing.
I'm glad that Connor stood up for Shakira in that conversation. He's now realizing it wasn't just Shakira like struggling to move on. It was Harry deliberately stunting her healing journey. And like that plays heavily on your mind. And he knew that. And that's not right. We have people who are how many years Harry's junior, who are schooling him time and time and time again. It's embarrassing. It's also kind of embarrassing that Helena had acted the way that she did throughout the season. However, I'm at the point where it's like, yo, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I was kind of proud of Helena for realizing, oh my gosh, the problem was never these girls, which it never should be. Even to me, even if a girl is pouncing her ass on my man, I'm looking at my man. You're the one who's in this relationship. You gotta act right. You have to act right. And so she's like, oh, I feel like I'm one of those girls who only leaves a guy once. Well, this is me paraphrasing. Once you actually hate them, it shouldn't take that. You're almost 30. Let's fix up. It should not take that. When the signs are showing themselves, move accordingly. Because now who you are, you've wasted your time behind this man. I don't know if she would have made a connection with anybody else because she wasn't feeling Gio like that. And Casa Amor, the guys that she was chasing were chasing other girls. So I think that Harry was really going to be her only true option. But still, you could have made this journey your own. But instead, you engulfed yourself in that man who was never serious about you. Moving on. Now that Harry's entire game is exposed, he claims that things were only friendly between him and Helena. Yo. This man always chooses to embarrass somebody. If it was just friendly, why make her exclusive? And you have the audacity to question Tony, be like, oh, what game are you talking about? What game are we playing? I even thought back then he was only doing it because Dejan was doing it. You know, if Dejan approves of something, then you'll see Harry get activated. If Dejan disapproves, all of a sudden you'll see this man change of tone. Oh, now he's remorseful. Now Dejan was moving towards being serious. Oh, he also had to do that, even though he knew he did not feel that way about her. Now, friendly is a stretch, but I will say he only saw her as a means to an end. Absolutely. He sees her sexually, and that's about it. And that's what we've been saying the whole season. After y'all have sex, then what? It was gonna come to this point at some point. Once the sex was off the table, once that part has been explored, there was nothing left to hold on to. Yasmin says she is not jealous of basically being a doormat. Like, girl, don't nobody want your situation. And then Tony says that Helena and Meg are only friends with people who don't threaten their relationship. Now, I do get it in the Love Island villa. That could feel like very exclusionary. However, in real life, I'm also not going to be friends with people who are threatening my relationship. No, get away from me. Get away from me. It just feels more divisive in this villa because you spend 24/7 with each other. So I do understand where she was coming from with that. Yeah, Meg starts to cry, boo-hoo, don't care. Megan is trying to console her, which proves that mob mentality is real because Megan is the same one who came having a lot of questions for the men in this situation and also the girls' behavior. But now you're consoling her, basically saying, oh, they just don't understand you and we know your heart. Megan, you're right. You do know her heart and you know that there's a nasty side to her and it takes up a lot of her heart. Oh, I cannot wait for the reunion. I need Maya to hand them their ass. Blue takes Tony for a chat, not to apologize, but to chastise her for saying that he can't speak on things that he wasn't around for. Respectfully, we don't want to hear your voice. Didn't you watch the show like she said? So you know what was said. You know that oh my gosh, be quiet. Be quiet. I can't stand Blue. Like, he's just so, what's even the word? Just, you know, just, sorry for the visually impaired or people who are not watching. Just, moving on. Helena was embarrassed at the fact that she defended Harry in front of Emma. And Megan is like, it's time for you to finally stand on business and end it with this man. Now, it took a while to get there, but she finally did in this conversation.
How do you feel?
Like a fucking idiot. Like, why did you try and go exclusive with me? So do you still like Shakira?
I still have feelings for Shakira, yeah.
You clearly don't like me, and I knew that. I said this.
Yes, I do, but I'm not going to be with her, like...
Yeah, I don't want to be with you either.
Me and Helena is more on like a friendly vibe.
Who's this man?
I'm not team Harry and Helena no more.
This is why closure is such a waste of time. Closure is a waste of time. Why is this girl asking, why, but why would you do that? And why would you, and why, and why, and why? Why does it matter? I already don't believe in closure in real life. You have footage. This man was caught in 4K. There's CCTV evidence. And you're still questioning, well, why would you do that? Why would you? And why? The man is whatless. That's why. End of story. Don't talk to him no more. Period. Point blank. We're done. So anyways, yeah, she's done. Everybody's championing her. Why do we have Dejan now acting like he's been made a fool of? Everybody's glossing over the fact that Dejan would egg Harry on multiple times. Oh, but now he wants to, I was none the wiser. I didn't know. He was telling me something different. Oh, please. Anyways, Harry's basically in exile, so nobody's talking to him too much. Tony says, I don't hate you, and he says, oh, well, I couldn't tell. Listen, you don't have many allies, okay? I'd latch on to Tony. She's the only person giving you grace right now. But yeah, that's it. We'll see what happens in the next episode. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.